Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. This is Professor Kartik Iyer here from Unacademy. Now, today I'm going to discuss regarding the topics that you need to do on a regular basis, if possible on daily basis. Now, I'll be discussing on these topics because these topics are topics which students normally call as dry in audit and law subjects. So, on speaking to so many students, many times I have realized that there are different topics which require different kind of preparations. Some topics which are very interesting, you can just complete in one flow. But there are also topics which are slightly on the drier side, which takes more what you call push from your side to do. So I'll be discussing on those areas. Okay. Now before that, I have some announcement to make. So I'll first make that, and then I'll discuss with you regarding those dry areas, which topics you should study in what manner. Okay. Now we have the Unacademy Excel with Yashes for CA Intermediate Group 1 batch, comprehensive batch for English May 2023 attempt. It has started from August 18, 2022, but of course the batch is still going on as per the schedule. So if there is any subject that you wish to attend live, you can attend. If there is any subject that you wish to take the recording of, you can go to Unacademy and you can subscribe for it. Now we have all these wonderful faculty, Vijay Raja sir, myself Kartik Iyer, Mayur Nata sir, Ravikant Miriala sir, Dhananjay Bhave sir, and we have Rajavardhan sir. Okay, so we all are subject experts regarding our respective areas, and our only aim is to ensure that you are scoring very well in the examination and clearing the examination with flying colors. Now the highlights of the batch are these. India's best educators will be teaching you 600 plus hours of interactive live classes. Revision and practice sessions will be taken. Structured courses and PDFs, unlimited recorded classes you can watch, and live tests and quizzes you can take. Your educators are these: Mayur Nata sir, Vijay Raja sir, we have Ravikant Miriala sir. Okay, all of them are chartered accountants. Dhananjay sir, myself Kartik Iyer sir, and Rajvardhan sir, all of us are again CAs who will be teaching you all to become a chartered accountant. The batch journey, as you can see, this is for Group 1 basically, August, September, October, and November. October, currently at the end of October, we are completing the batches, and November, our RTP, mock test paper, previous year questions, quizzes, and all will commence. What are the features in the Plus course? In the Plus subscription, you get live interactive classes, structured courses and PDFs, live tests and quizzes, open house, digital notes, Unacademy community, unlimited access. In iconic benefits, you get all the plus course benefits. Plus, you also get one-to-one live mentorship, printer study material, and doubt solving. We have something called as evaluate test series. You have to test. You have to give the test regularly to be the best. Subjective test series are there. Choice with learners to solve the paper within 72 hours. Question papers are professionally prepared on the basis of ICAI pattern. You can scan and upload the answer sheet, and within 7 days it will be evaluated. Monthly test for every subject is there, and detailed solutions and suggested answers provided at the end of every test, so you can evaluate whether your answers are correct or not. Finally, we have something called a daily scholarship test for CAs. So you can click on try an academy for free. Click on start the test, and again click on start the test, and you can apply and you can take your chances. And if you are able to get a scholarship, then that will save a lot of money for you. Okay. Now, everyone, what I want to discuss is this. See, for CA students, especially CA intermediate students, I want to discuss with you all. In audit and law subjects, there are some topics which you should do on a continuous basis as per a standard schedule. Create a schedule. Okay. Now, first of all, let me just discuss the topics and then I'll tell you why I'm telling you this. In law, you have interpretation of statutes. Correct. In law, you have one more chapter called preliminaries. One more area is called General Clauses Act. So in law, I'm picking these three: preliminaries, General Clauses Act, and your interpretation of statutes. These are the three topics in law. In auditing, you have audit of different entities, that is chapter number 13. Then you have chapter number 8, that is in relation to analytical procedures. Then you have chapter number 11, that is audit report. These three chapters in law and these three chapters in audit, these six chapters which are there, my suggestion is that you should do these little by little every day before sleeping. Take it as a medicine. You know, when you go to a doctor, doctor tells you, please have this before you sleep, or please have this after dinner. My advice is the same regarding these 3 plus 3 chapters. That is your 3 chapters of law and 3 chapters of audit that I mentioned. Now, the reason is what? These chapters, when you do it together in a flow, example, suppose if you have given yourself 5 hours to complete, let's say, interpretation of statutes, those 5 hours no, are very, very tough for the student in relation to keeping the focus there because the nature of the topic is that it is slightly dry with heavy language. So what my suggestion is that these chapters which are there, okay, no, based on whatever days you can allot as per your schedule, but start doing it little by little every day. Example, let's say you divide the entire interpretation of statutes chapter in, let's say, around 8 days or 1 week, 7 days. So mark some areas in your notes so that you tell yourself, okay, this I have to study in day one, this I have to study in day two, this I have to study in day three, and spread that chapter over 7 days. Similarly, then when you take the next chapter, let's say you're taking General Clauses Act. Suppose you give yourself 5 days for that. Now divide that chapter within 5 days for 5 days. Okay, some part in on day one, next part on day two, next part on day three, like that 5 days. Similarly, create a schedule for a month, for 1 month, for these 3 chapters of law and these 3 chapters of audit, and study these every day. This will take you around, let's say, 20 minutes every day to do. It should not take you more time. 20 minutes every day to do, just to read. And you have to just read it. You have to just read it. No by hearting, nothing. Okay, no, just read it. Of course, after understanding it, okay, after understanding what the provision says. But my observation is that these chapters, if you do little by little every day, your chapter will automatically become very, very strong. So instead of allotting it separate days in your schedule, saying that 5 days I will study audit, in that one day I will pick up, let's say, analytical, one day means around, let's say, for 2 3 hours, I'll pick up analytical procedures. Don't do that. For, let's say, about 2 days, you will do audit of different entities. It's a big chapter, but don't do that. What you do is in those 30 days period, 15 days you can allot for law, 15 days you can allot for audit, and divide these chapters in such a way that you are doing little by little every day. In fact, my suggestion is that keep the textbooks, okay, no, or if you have separate sheets which are there for these chapters, if you have taken chapter wise prints, then keep it separately in some drawer. Just a second, please wait. Okay, you can keep it separately in some drawer. And just before sleeping, you can just go through it, browse through it. Okay, that is my one advice regarding these chapters. Other chapters do as per your normal schedule only, that is fine. But these 3 chapters, then ensure that you're spreading it out because these chapters are slightly on the drier side. So spread it out so that your focus is of those 20 minutes, 30 minutes that you're studying this chapter. It is completely on that one area. And as soon as that gets over, you are shifting your focus to some other area and you're telling yourself, no, the other part I'm going to do next day. I'm going to do next day, like that. If you do that way, then in 30 days, your these 3 chapters of audit and law will get prepared. Remember, these 3 chapters of law, which I just told you, come in the exam for around 15 marks. These 3 chapters of audit, which I told you, come in the exam for close to 20 marks. Okay, 15 to 20 marks, you can say. So it's decent chunk of marks. Okay, take care. I'll see you later. And for more tips, you can of course subscribe to the Yash's Academy YouTube channel. Take care. See you. Bye.